it's all part of the plan.
People don't like you for being yourself.
Last chance. How do we end this?
You have to go back.
1978. The first day of camp.
What's going on, man? We back in the Low Key Cave. What's going on YouTube? Keyshawn Knobs YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key. We are back with another movie review. This time we got Fear Street Part 2, 1978, coming from Netflix. Of course, we are coming off Fear Street Part 1, 1994. We still got our main cast from Fear Street 1994, Dina, Josh, and of course Sam. I think that's her name, Sam. Of course, Sam actually ended up getting possessed by the witch Sarah Fear. So they thought they had got away with this. They thought they had found the way to stop it, but they didn't. So they had her tied up and they tried to go find the girl that actually survived. She actually ended up calling Dina at the end of Fear Street Part 1, 1994. So we basically come into this story, Part 2, 1978, finding the lone survivor who actually has survived one of the, I ain't gonna say the first encounters, but one of the encounters with somebody who was possessed by the witch Sarah Fear. And if I'm not mistaken, her name, I'm not gonna do spoilers. Her name is it Alice? The girl that either way, they find a survivor and she ends up telling Dina and Josh that her sister was dead by the her sister had been killed at a camp called Camp Nightwing, 1978. So we basically dive into the story of Camp Nightwing, 1978, and I guess the survivor is telling Dina and Josh the story of what happened and the incident there, and some of our main characters at the Camp Nightwing of 1978 happen to be Ziggy, Cindy, Tommy, Alice, Nurse Lane, and Nick. Ziggy and Cindy are sisters, and Ziggy is the sister that was supposed to have been killed. Cindy is the one telling the story to Dina and Josh. I'm thinking she changed her name because I don't remember them calling her Cindy when they first encountered her, or when she calling them. I can't remember that. I might have to go back and watch that part, but as far as I know, Cindy is the one telling the story of what happened at Camp Nightwing about her sister Ziggy. Immediately, when they start getting into the story and we start getting into the whole premise of 1978, the first thing you encounter is the movie references. And the first thing I got was Carrie. The whole thing, and I'm pretty sure what they're going to do and what they was going to do with this and what they was doing was referencing those 1970s horror movies. Think about what they did with Fear Street Part 1. That was mostly like a Scream. Like, that was a lot of Scream. And like you had urban legend, you had that 90s horror in Part 1, and what you was getting with this was that late 70s going into the 80s horror. The movie references I got from this, starting off, was Carrie, Halloween. You might even got a little bit of, what I would say, maybe a little bit of Hellraiser, maybe a little bit. But the number one movie this is referencing is Friday the 13th. I'm telling you, this entire movie, Fear Street Part 2, 1978, is Friday the 13th sprinkled all over it. It's a character in this movie called Alice. I feel like they just pulled her straight out of one of the Friday the 13th movies. Her character looks like 5 different characters from Friday the 13th movies. Man, I'm telling you, I love this. I think I almost feel like I enjoyed this probably more than I enjoyed Part 1, just because of what they did by pulling out all the tricks of Friday the 13th. You talking about people having sex, drugs. I mean, they don't hold back. They don't hold back at all. This is rated R for a reason. This one is straight like Part 1, 1990. Like, man, Fear Street Part 1, 1994 ain't got shit on this one as far as the sex, the violence. Like, I'm gonna say something. As far as like, I'm gonna get into the plot. Let me get into the plot before I start doing that. we are following our main character, which is Ziggy. She is a girl that's being tormented by the other camp counselors because we are getting straight up, like I said, hey, Friday the 13th, Jake said, we are getting that camp counselors. It's every reference to Friday the 13th. Like I said, you got some Carrie. You got a little bit of sprinkles of that late 70s, 80s horror. Like I said, some Halloween, little bit of Hellraiser, but this is mostly straight up Friday the 13th. That's what you're getting from this. And like I said, you talking about the sex, the drugs, the violence, it's all here, the cussing, everything is here. But the way they do it, I love it. I love how they are trying to set up this. And like I said, we're following our main character Ziggy, who's being tormented by her fellow counselors. I mean, she's not even a counselor. Ziggy is one of the kids there with the other kids from Shadyville and Sunnyvale. I think that's the names, man. I'm telling you these names as far as the towns. But we are following her and her sister. Her sister is basically trying to get out of Shadyville. She knows about the curse and whatnot, and basically all the counselors are saying that Cindy's sister Ziggy is cursed and is possessed by the witch Sarah Fear. So one thing I noticed in this, and I noticed it off the gate, was a fly. I noticed that in the first movie, Fear Street, 1994, at the beginning when they're at the mall, and this is fly. I'm like, damn, they don't see that. Was this supposed to be? And I said, okay, this got to be a part of the movie. It's just this fly. You see it clear as day on this person's neck in part one, and then I seen the same thing in this one, and I said, okay, we got our person that's going to be possessed. I knew off the gate a character named Tommy. This is Cindy's boyfriend in the movie, Tommy. And when I seen that fly, this is the guy I knew that was going to be possessed. Like I said, I don't want to get no spoilers away. I'm not going to make this a spoiler review, but man, when you talk about taking you back to that era, like they did with 1994, 1970s, that Halloween, like I said, the Friday the 13th, the chases, the kills, man, when I'm saying they are going straight for savage mode with the kills in this, it is insane. I wanted to reference the plot a little bit just to get into some of our main characters or whatnot. And one thing I found out in here, I was so surprised, and they got some surprises in here referencing the first movie, 1994, some of the characters we get to know. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's that guy. Okay, by the end. But in Friday the 13th, I don't remember Jason killing or chopping up the kids. You know, the kids that the counselors was babysitting. I remember him killing all the counselors. In this motherfucker, in Fear Street Part 2, 1978, he's killing everything. He's killing the kids. He's killing the counselors. The person that is possessed in this with that axe, he is killing everything. I was not expecting this. I was not, but man, they go. I'm telling, even with everything they was doing with showing everything, I'm like, damn, they is really doing it. They is really going there with this. I'm telling you, rated R. This one right here, Part 2, 1970. Man, 1994 definitely got its R rating for a reason. But I feel like it was a while before we got to that ending. 1994 got a great ass ending. I love the ending. This one, when the shit hits the fan, it is done. This, man, the nigga that's possessed Tommy, when he starts killing people, I'm afraid of this motherfucker. This dude seems like he's cool as hell at the beginning, but when he starts killing, it is over. I was ready to run from this dude. Straight up, but I'm telling you, I did not know they were just gonna go straight on for violence the way they did. And one thing I really like what they doing with the series is the references they are making seems like they are referencing the people she has possessed. Like I said, there is some heavy Carrie at the beginning of this. It's heavy on the Carrie. It's a nurse in this that's telling a story about her daughter that went crazy at a prom and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, they killed. They even reference Carrie in here. They straight up reference Carrie in here. And some of the pranks and some of the things they do is straight up Carrie. Like the picking on the bullying and stuff that goes on here is straight up Carrie. But like I said, this is Friday the 13th. I'm not saying that they straight up take Friday 13 notes, but they doing with the things they doing, the killer. It's the ending of this. Oh my God, man, the ending of this movie is brutal. I am telling you, it's straight brutal. It is a point where I'm like, they not gonna stop. They are not gonna stop. I'm telling you, man. This one right here, really, to me, just it's like, ugh. I'm telling you, it earns this R rating. I can't reference this enough. This movie is R rated for a reason. And I'm not just talking about the sex and shit, the violence. They went there with this. I keep saying the reason I say, I feel like this, can I say this? That I feel like the killer in this is a little bit more brutal than Jason was? I'm telling you, it's great. Ain't no hesitation. And I'm talking about counselors and the kids. You remember, it's one of the Friday the 13th where the counselors got the kids there, because a lot of the Friday the 13th, it's not really no kids there. It's just counselors. Sometimes it's kids there, but most of the Friday the 13th, if I'm not mistaken, he does not kill no kids. He does not kill no kids. He's killing the counselors. I mean, give or take, they are kids too. They teenagers. But I'm saying the children. Jason does not kill them. Most of the time, I remember a scene where they got the sheriff come over and they got him hiding out in the cabin, and it's a scene just like this in this movie, straight off Friday the 13th. Straight off Friday the 13th, man. I'm telling you. But this shit is brutal. This is a brutal ass movie, and it does not hold back at all. I'm gonna say something too. It's got a tad bit of Stranger Things in here, straight up. And I know the people who are behind Stranger Things. Not all of them. I know the person, if I'm not mistaken, a wife that is directing these movies is a wife of one of the brothers that do Stranger Things. Because I know I can't think of their names, but you see that Stranger Things in this. You definitely see that in this. And I feel like that's going to be in probably all 3 movies, and I'm definitely looking forward to 1666. But I enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed this. I'm gonna probably watch this again tonight. I'm telling you, because I am a fan. Look, hey, Friday the 13th, baby. I watch all of Friday the 13th, no matter how bad they is. Jason Goes to Manhattan. All of the ones where he's killing all the counselors and he's just going rampage on all the camps. Even the one where it's not Jason and they got the fake out where it's one of the dudes who kids got killed and he's actually playing Jason, but he's got a fake mask on and stuff. Anyway, man, what they do with this, and I'm following the main characters. I actually enjoy the main characters that we follow, just like I did in the first one. And what they doing is just making this story continue. I keep saying, I was wondering, how are they going to do this? This story is pretty much similar to what they did with 1994 as far as the person being possessed, but I just enjoyed the way he was going at everybody. It is insane, man. I'm telling you, I really enjoyed it, and just the references, man, taking you back to that time of watching these movies and just seeing why you enjoyed it. Think about, I always think about every Halloween, AMC do they Fear Fest, and they always do all the Friday the 13th, all the Halloweens. Like I said, it just taking you to them times, man. And with this one, it's giving you something with those references, but it's also giving you something different. And I'm still sitting here saying, is this somebody? It is somebody behind this, right? There's somebody that's casting these spells and keeping Sarah Fear alive. Not only just what they doing, because it's a thing they get to in here where they feel like they trying to stop the situation, but it's still like some crazy shit going on. Like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it or whatnot, but like I said, they do get to a point where they are trying to find something. They are trying to find something, because I feel like in 1994 they're trying to get to a certain place, and when they trying to find, oh my gosh, man, my memory. But in this one, they definitely trying to find something. It's all, like I said, it's those movie references. It's that late 70s going into the 80s horror, and even with the 90s horror, it's always these group of people trying to get to a solution and whatnot. It's taking you back to those references, and I'm telling you, man, I absolutely loved it, and I actually enjoyed this a lot. I was really, really trying to think how was they going to do this, the way they was going to do it, trying to combine one story into 3 movies, and they doing it. And even with the ending of this, I'm thinking, okay, we kind of getting a solution, so are we going to get somewhere? Because it's almost like they didn't get to a solution, then they end up maybe getting somewhere, then boom, it's like, oh, that's what we doing? That's how we going to get this 3rd movie? I'm with it. I can do that. It's not perfect by a long shot. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect by a long shot, but it's definitely enjoyable, especially if you're a horror fan, man. It's no way you can't enjoy this. It's almost feeling like, man, you going to a Blockbuster and looking through your favorite horror selections and I gotta get this one, and getting all three of these combined together, because the way I feel like they're gonna do this third movie, I was like, oh, okay, I see what y'all doing. But either way, I feel like part 2, 1978 of Fear Street, of the whole trilogy, this one is probably going to still be my favorite one. Like I said, this is a repeat. I haven't even went back and watched 1994 yet. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, because like I said, the Scream references, I love Scream, man. The beginning of 1994, I loved it. But this right here, this is the one. I'm telling you, I feel like y'all definitely going to enjoy this. I feel like this was scarier than the first one. I definitely feel like this was scarier than the first one, because you just didn't know who was going to get it. And I feel like they went there. Even with the ending of this, I feel like we got a little bit of that cliche kill. I do. You're going to know what I'm talking about. I feel like we got that cliche kill. But as far as everything else, I feel like they're doing a hell of a job with this. And I feel like I hope this gets some type of notoriety. I hope some people start talking about this more, because I feel like it just don't got that news out there. People are not talking about it like they talking about other shows or other movies or whatnot. But definitely, if you've not checked out Fear Street Part 1, 1994, or Part 2, 1978, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of that nostalgia horror, come on, man, you definitely got to check it out, man. This one right here, like I said, the ending, I'm telling you, and they got, once again, I don't feel like I'm giving nothing away. This was in the trailer. They got multiple killers. It's not sprinkled out, but at the end, I'm telling you, the references, I was like, oh, look at this. I'm telling you, if you just love that style, but you're going to enjoy this not only for the nostalgia. Oh my God, I can't repeat it more than enough, man. This is that Friday the 13th, how they did it so well, and the way they did it. Every scene is like, look at this. It's like you watch a Friday the 13th, but not in a way where it's just repeat value. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy this, man. But as far as our main characters, and it's a surprise at the ending that I didn't see coming. I was like, whoa, okay. It's a surprise at the end, and I really like that twist. I enjoyed that twist. I actually kind of enjoyed that twist more than I enjoyed the twist they had in the first one, because those to me was kind of predictable. I ain't gonna lie. 1994, I feel like the twist they had in it was predictable. Some of the ones they had in this one was kind of too, but by the end, I was like, oh, okay. I see that. I did not see that coming. So definitely, that's pretty much my review of Fear Street Part 2, 1978. Like I said, me being a horror fan and that nostalgia, man, I got this Friday the 13th. Have I did a Friday the 13th movie review on her? I don't think I have. I probably haven't. But hey, I got some throwback ones on here. Definitely check them out if you haven't checked them out. As far as my nostalgia horror, I got Aliens review on here. I got a The Thing review on here. I got a Nightmare on Elm Street review on here. Like I said, I love this nostalgia horror, and what they doing with this, I'm telling you, if you love that throwback horror, this is it for you. You're gonna love this, man. You're gonna love the characters. You're gonna love the kill. I'm telling you, I can't stop stressing. This is rated R for a reason. But y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all checked out Fear Street Part 1 and 2. Have y'all watched Part 2, 1978? Did it live up to those expectations? If you're a horror fan, as far as that nostalgia horror, that late 70s, early 80s horror, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 200 subs. We almost there, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. It's much appreciated, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to all everybody viewing my videos, man. It's much appreciated, man. We are out.
I'm not letting you die.
My sister